Hey guys, Jason here. I just thought that you guys might want to have some fun with 3D stereograms. Um, what these are images that you see sometimes. There's a poster, it's like a eye trick poster, and there's really a trick to it whenever you look at them. It has to do with your eye focus and depth perception. On this first image here, just to give you a little insight on that, if you see these two images on each side of the picture here, what I want you to do is try to cross your eyes to the point where you see three images, where both of those images will combine and you'll see one in the middle. Now once this happens, you will be able to see different depths of imaging, which will form a 3D image. And this image I chose because it's very detailed and it shows a lot of depth in and out. If you want to go ahead and try that, I'll give you a couple of seconds to do that. If you're having trouble with it, you can go ahead and pause the video anytime to try to focus your eyes on that. I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next image. This one here is a piece of toast, of course. Now this one's a little bit more tricky. What I want you to do is the way that I learned how to do it, and I just learned how to do all this today. What you do is you cross your eyes, you try to cross them, and then slowly uncross your eyes. Now, while you're uncrossing your eyes very slowly, I want you to try to focus on an edge. If you see an edge pop out anywhere, then that means you're beginning to see the image. If you see on this image, you should be seeing text. It says on this piece of toast, it says toast and eggs, with toast being written on the cross the top, and the word and in the middle, and eggs on the bottom. The next one here is an alien. Now if you cross your eyes and look towards the bottom of the page, you should begin to see the formation of the mouth, and the eyes should really pop out at you. If you're having trouble doing that, look over a little bit to the right or the left. You can always scan around the picture while you're crossing your eyes. It kind of helps for your brain to record all the information of the image and to assemble the image while you're uncrossing your eyes. If you can, it'll catch on the edge of the alien head, and soon you'll be able to see the eyes and everything. It looks pretty cool actually. And when you're looking at the image, it's not that the image pops out at you, it's more like you're looking inside of the computer, like inside the computer screen. So it's more about the depth perception, like I said. This next image is a picture of a hand. You should be able to see the bottom of the hand near the left side of the image. And the next image here, this one's a little bit difficult because of the colors. They're very bright. But you should see a guy smiling at you. He's the shape of an M&M. You see the little beady eyes, the nose goes in depth, his eyes are actually pointed towards you. They kind of pop out. The entire body goes inward, but you can see his legs and his hands, he's waving in the air. This next one is just as tricky because again, it uses a fractal pattern type of imaging and slight slight changes in the picture is what forms the image. What you need to do is, while you're uncrossing your eyes, is don't just try to do it too hard. You should be able to see a telephone, like with the phone on the top of the page, and you'll see the cord coming around the left down the bottom, and then you'll see the giant telephone box with the giant it has a rotating dial on it. It's very hard to see the dial, but it's there. This next image is very, very tricky. It's actually a volcano, but you're not looking at it from the side, you're looking at it from a bird's eye view on the top. So you're basically looking down at the volcano. And it looked like a giant circle, like caving in and then coming back out towards the middle to form the volcanic top. This one here is even more advanced because there's a lot more distractions in the image, but you should be able to catch an edge somewhere and then be able to see inside the picture. This one is a picture of a helicopter. It's very hard to make out, but I was able to make it out by tracing the image all the way around. Looks more like a helicopter to me. Next image is a dog. I don't know if you can see the dog. This was a little bit difficult to see as well because the color change isn't as much, but you should be able to catch an edge somewhere, and then your brain will do all the work for you. So you'll be able to see the dog. It's actually facing towards the right side. This one is probably the most difficult picture I could look at because it is black and white. There's no color contrast or anything at all. But if you focus right, you should be able to see a figure of a person with the round head on the top middle, and then you see the body forming around down to the bottom. And it also shows in-depth. It shows depth in the picture too, where you can see the coat and the arms and shoes. This one is my favorite picture. This is a picture of Baphomet. I don't know how you pronounce the name, so forgive me for that. But this one's kind of like the first image, where you try to focus both images into the middle, and once you do that, once they snap in, it looks very, very, very cool. I mean, I like this one the best because there's a lot of detail in it, and you can see the images in the foreground, middle ground, and background. Actually, there's a lot of layers in this image that you can see. So that was my little break. I was kind of bored, so I thought I would share that with you guys and see if you guys could actually do that. And for those of you who are wanting dimensional sight, whenever you are confronted with a interdimensional being, it is always good to be able to focus within whenever you're looking at these images, you know how you have to cross your eyes to see them. It kind of works like that when you are in your room. If you're in your room and you're looking at the wall, just because you think you can see all the way to the wall doesn't mean that there might be someone standing right in front of you that you are not focusing on. So if you can learn how to focus on the ins and the outs of the depth perception, you should. It works a lot more better whenever it's dark, especially when you're communicating with light beings. If you're having trouble seeing with your third eye, with your eyes closed, doing them, you can see them with your eyes open as well. You just have to know how to focus on the ins and outs, like I said. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you guys will continue to watch. I'm gonna go ahead and post this up, and probably I gotta find some stuff to talk about with the extra dimensionals, because they're very hard to describe. I mean, they don't come from our universe, and yet they are not from a universe. They just play around most of the time, so I can get into that later. But anyways, like I always say, remember now, don't be mean, play nice.